Hi, I'm Brianna.
Hello, my name is Joseph, and this is your bullet points.
A few weeks ago, Mr. Osborne and Mr. Whitfield left Belize to explore more opportunities that were available for them. And because of that, we had to hire 2 new teachers to fill their places. The new teacher for Mr. Osborne is Mrs. Hayes. She has been a teacher for 7 years and is really excited to be working here at Belize. When I asked her why she decided to come to Belize, she said, quote, "Belize is a really good school. You guys have really great kids and a great community," unquote. We also have a new teacher for Mr. Whitfield, and his name is Mr. Thurman. Mr. Thurman has been a substitute teacher for JCPS for a few years, so this is his first ever full teaching job. When I asked him why he came to Belize, he said, quote, "I got really lucky that Mr. Whitfield was leaving because I believe that Belize was one of the best schools in Bullitt County," unquote. While no one can truly replace Mr. Osborne and Mr. Whitfield, we are still really excited for the 2 new teachers and their new teaching skills and things that they all bring to the table.
Last week we set up a toy drive for our school. We have a cardboard box in the main lobby labeled Toy Donations, New Unwrapped Toys. The donation has been set up by the Salvation Army to be able to give gifts to children who don't get gifts for Christmas. Last year, Salvation Army was able to donate nearly 2,000 toys, and I know with the help of Charger Nation we could easily top last year. Please spare time and money to give gifts to the children who really need it. Every donation is very appreciated, and the toy drive should be set up until the end of this week, so report to the main lobby to donate whatever you can and have a great Christmas yourself. Next up is your field report with Anthony and Robbie.
Hey, I'm Anthony, and today we're going to go around and see if anybody's been naughty or nice, if they're in the Christmas spirit, and what they want for Christmas. Let's go! I'm here with Mr. Rock. Alright, I'm here with Miss Hightower. I'm here with Miss Anderson. I'm here with Miss Davis. I'm here with Miss Pierce and Miss Heller. Have you been naughty or nice this season?
A little bit of both. A little bit of both.
I've been nice, of course.
I think I've been pretty nice. Pretty nice.
Exceptionally nice.
I think I've been nice with a little bit of extra sass.
I'm always nice.
What's your favorite part of the Christmas season?
I like Christmas morning. That's my favorite. My kids wake up and they still believe in Santa Claus. It's all good.
Friends, family, cookies.
My favorite part would have to be eating, food, family, and just enjoying the breaks from school.
Actually, I love Christmas music at churches. That's drive my kids crazy because I go to all of them, and I'm a big fan of food.
Everything.
I like snow.
The lights, the trees, the presents, Santa, my little girls, everything. The shirt, sweaters, look at them, they're all ugly.
And what do you want for Christmas?
I like hanging out with my family. That's we get together a lot, so we don't just do a couple of days. We get together a lot, watch a lot of ball games, and eat probably too much food. We'll do some hunting, get out on our farm, and just spending time with each other.
World peace. What? I do.
Ooh, that's a tough one. Let's see. If I had to choose something today, I'd go with world peace.
All right.
Like Miss Hightower.
Almost always jewelry, but actually I don't usually want many things. I've outgrown that in my middle age.
I just want to sleep in.
I just want to cuddle in a pile of puppies and have adulthood be easier.
All right.
Merry Christmas, Charger Nation. We hope that you have a very restful and relaxing and very merry or happy holidays.
And remember, as always, be safe be responsible, be respectful, and do it the Charger way.
I'm Lexi.
And I'm Trevor. Now let's get into the Red Zone Sports Report.
The cheer team is really making a name for themselves. This past Saturday, on December 9th, the team competed in Lexington for the state competition. It was a good turnout for the Lady Chargers as they came on top in the super large division, competing against 10 other teams. It was a victory brought back home for the 4th time. Not only have they won state this year's state title, but they have won it every year since 2014. Asked Senior Summer Bar how they feel about the winning all 4 years at Boldy's, and they said, "My senior class is the first seniors that have won state all 4 years of high school, and it is such an amazing feeling. Even after winning it all 4 years, it never gets old. I'm glad it has given the cheer team more recognition too." Preparing had to also have been pretty tough, as Senior Erica Bolton said, "It took practice, practice, and even more practice. It seems like a lot of practices and hard work has paid off for the cheer team, and we would like to congratulate them on their 4-peat at state and good luck with the rest of their season."
Well, do you, punk?
Last Friday, the Lady Chargers basketball team was back in action at home against Christian County. The game was very close throughout, but in the end, our Lady Chargers pull out the victories. In the last 20 seconds of the game, Lexi Taylor scored the game-winning basket to make the final score 80-78. I talked to someone who went to the game, and they said the game was so exciting from start to finish. And when Lexi scored that game-clinching basket, the whole place erupted. I wish the girls a big congratulations with the win, and good luck in the next game, which is tonight against Danville at 7:30 here at Boldy's. So come out and support the girls. Now let's go on to the field report and then on to this week's electoral dysfunction before I get too supportive of sports.
Hey, I'm Andrew, and Merry Christmas.
And I'm Bailey. Welcome to Electoral Dysfunction.
House Republicans, joined by many Democrats, swiftly crushed a Democratic bid on Wednesday to force a vote on impeaching President Donald Trump. Representatives of Al Green went to the House floor to introduce 2 articles of impeachment against the president, claiming Trump's words, including tweets having incited hatred. Green said, quote, "He has harmed the society of the United States, brought shame and dishonor to the office of the President of the United States, sowing discord among the people of the United States by associating the majesty and dignity of the presidency with causes rooted in White House supremacy, dictatorial racism, anti-Semitism, white nationalism, or neo-Nazism," end quote. Green's long shot move in Republicans' red House quickly faltered. The House voted 364 to 58 to table Green's resolution, which effectively killed the measure, with 126 Democrats voting to reject the resolution as well. Looks like both sides agreed not to impeach our president. Bailey?
The U.S. Congress moved rapidly on Thursday to send President Donald Trump a short-term funding bill to avert a government shutdown this weekend, leaving fights over budget priorities and a range of other controversial issues for the coming weeks. The House of Representatives worked against a Friday midnight deadline, approved legislation in a 235 to 193 vote to fund a wide range of federal programs through December 22nd. The Senate followed up by approving the bill 81 to 14. The White House has said Trump will sign it into law. The measure creates more time for a reckoning between Republicans and Democrats about budget differences, which Trump discussed in a meeting with leading lawmakers at the White House earlier in the day. "We hope that we are going to make some great progress for our country. I think that will happen," Trump said. The White House said negotiations would resume on Friday. Up next, we are going to Anthony's Untitled Music segment.
2017 was a very busy and interesting year in the world of music. There was definitely many great releases this year. I believe the top albums were, in no particular order, Mastodon's Emperor of Sand and Cold Dark Place, Code Orange's Forever, Thy Art Is Murder's Dear Desolation, Acacia Strain's Grave Balloon, Counterparts' You're Not You Anymore, Tyler the Creator's Flower Boy, and Kendrick Lamar's Dang. 2018 already had quite a few artists expected to release albums next year involving Judas Priest, Machine Head, A Perfect Circle, Black Label Society, Harm's Way, possibly Ghost, possibly System Down, possibly, hopefully, Tool. Unfortunately, 2017 did have several deaths, including Chris Cornell of Soundgarden, Greg Allman, Chuck Berry, Malcolm Young of AC/DC, Tom Petty, and Chester Bennington of Linkin Park. 2017 was a pretty good year for music, and I'm decently excited for what 2018 has to offer. The school is full of music, and I'm about to show you a few musicians that are keeping the spirit alive. And after that, we're going to head back to the main studio.
I'm Anthony, and I'm here with
Brendan Dugas.
All right, and what kind of music do you make or perform?
Well, my band generally performs rock music. We go back to the 80s. We'll play modern rock music and also Christian music.
All right. And what drove you to make music, and what are some of your influences?
I started out in church playing with my youth pastor, and he really encouraged me to pursue it. And then I started working with a band, and they introduced me to a lot of influences, like Knocked Loose was one of them, actually. We learned from Foo Fighters and Eagles and different bands that made it, and so we've aspired to be like them.
And what kind of impact are you trying to have with your music?
The music today, unfortunately, is really negative and tears people down, degrades women, and so our goal is to be positive and influence people in a good way and hopefully help their lives out more.
And I'm here with
Chris Rodner, aka Shy99.
What kind of music do you make?
I don't really have a genre for it or a specific category, but it's more experimental than anything.
And what drove you to make music, and what are your influences that you thought, hey, I want to make music?
Well, my whole family makes music, so that was always, a thing for me. But it was more of wanting to create something that is going to appeal to not only myself but other people.
And what kind of impact are you trying to have with your music?
An impact on myself more than anything, but if it does connect with other people, then that's just a bonus.
And I'm here with
Mars.
What kind of music do you make, or what kind of music do you perform?
I'd say it's kind of, a mix between the genres. Do a little bit of rap and then also like a splash of R&B. So I'd say it's, kind of like my own style.
And what are your influences and what drove you into making music?
Well, music has always been a part of my life ever since I was younger. I always liked music. Not a particular artist influenced me to make music. It was just, since I love it so much, I just thought, why not make my own music and see how that goes.
What kind of impact are you trying to have with your music?
Well, obviously, I'm trying to, make it as my living, make it as my career. It'd be awesome to do something that I love for a living and get paid for it. So just trying to, I guess, make it big.
And I'm here with
Austin Reynolds.
All right. What kind of music do you make or perform?
Mostly older stuff, but country, folk, and sometimes a little bit of rock.
All right. And what drove you to perform music or make music or whatever you do?
Well, Johnny Cash, I heard him playing live in San Quentin Prison, and then I heard Willie Nelson and Waylon Jennings and all those guys, and I just fell in love with music.
All right. And what kind of impact are you trying to do with performing music?
Well, I'm just blending the sounds that I've heard all across the board of music and trying to make something unique.
Bye, I'm Brianna.
I'm Joseph.
I'm Lexi.
I'm Trevor.
I'm Andrew.
I'm Bailey.
And I'm Anthony. And that was your December 15th Christmas special. See you all next year and have a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.